Hello and welcome to The Charismatic Voice. This week I'm going to be addressing a common theory that milk and dairy products cause your body to produce excess mucus. When I was younger, my first voice teacher warned me that I shouldn't drink milk before singing. And later on, I was given a time frame. 2 to 3 hours before singing, I was instructed to not ingest dairy products. Now, Renee Grant Williams, a celebrity voice instructor, suggests that singers should avoid consuming dairy products an entire day before a performance. Many singers report that drinking milk causes them to have more phlegm in the vocal tract. Phlegm is that sticky substance that often makes you want to clear your throat with a loud and for singers, phlegm can make their voice feel labored or even cause their high notes to crack. So, in typical charismatic voice fashion, I decided to decipher where this theory comes from and if science confirms it or proves that it's just a myth. Here is the truth unveiled. I'm so sorry, dairy sufferers, but the majority of scientific studies in the last 30 years show that dairy products do not cause excess mucus production. Here are some quotes from these studies. Study number 1. We conclude that no statistically significant overall association can be detected between milk and dairy product intake and symptoms of mucus production in healthy adults, either asymptomatic or symptomatic. In simple words, milk does not increase mucus. Study number 2. Milk consumption does not lead to mucus production or occurrence of asthma. So not only does it not produce mucus, it also doesn't contribute to some other major respiratory illnesses. And here's my favorite. Study number 3. Milk mucus believers were different from non-believers, reporting more respiratory symptoms and consuming less milk and dairy products. In other words, people who believe that milk will make things worse do in fact report worse symptoms, which aren't measurably any different than people who think that milk is just fine. If you believe something will be bad, chances are you will perceive that it is bad. However, I will now present evidence that perhaps these studies weren't completely thorough. Some people criticize that many of the studies were funded by dairy companies, so they dispute these results. And there are some interesting recent studies focused on casein, one of the proteins found in milk. It is rare to be allergic to casein, but a few more people are sensitive to it. Casein is found in the fattier parts of dairy and is more concentrated in ice cream and cheese. And most importantly, casein sensitivity does cause excess mucus production. This may be the reason why people report dramatically different results to ingesting dairy. Those who feel hugely affected may actually just be sensitive to casein. If that's you, I suggest trying lower-fat dairy products which have a lower concentration of casein. You could try getting rid of dairy products altogether, or you could try drinking more water, which thins the mucus. I have an entire video on water and how it helps your voice if you want to learn more. Just remember, most people aren't affected by casein, but what you believe will affect your voice. Now I want to hear what you have to say. Do you think the research is off? Do dairy products affect your voice? Go ahead and comment below and share your experience.